Hello everyone, I am Parul. Today I am here to share my story about how I tried to fit an elephant into a small toy car. So from very small age, from my childhood, I had seen my father doing everything for everyone. Just going all out there, helping everyone, never saying no to anyone. And he was the hero of the family, and he was my hero. We all admired him. But all this he did at the cost sometimes of his own family and many times at the cost of his own health. But I thought that is how it is supposed to be, living for others, doing for others. And that is what I learned from him, and I liked it. Then I saw my mother and so many other women in my family who were close to me putting themselves out there, doing everything for the family and never bothering about what's happening to them, but what's happening to the others. Because that's how the family looked good, well knit. And that's how I was brought up, and always being a part of big family. And it all looked very good and nice. It was a happy family, but it was all good because I was at the receiving end. But when I grew up and I got married and I had to do all of that because that is what I had learned, and I thought that is what I have to also do. And I was in front of so many more people who I didn't know, who were different, and they had their own rules and traditions and cultures. But I thought it's okay, I'll adapt, I will learn, because I have to be with them, I have to please them, they have to be happy with me. So I started doing everything, to make that well knit family, a reality for me also. In that process, just to understand what they want, what they need, I started seeking lot of permissions, lot of validations, to the extent that, like, if I have to go to a relative's place for a function, you know what I would do? I would call them and I would ask them what should I wear, because what I wanted was that their family should like me, not just relatives. See, not just the relatives' family should, see me as a good bahu of the family. So to that level it went. Somehow it didn't feel right, but I thought, that is how it is supposed to be. That is how I continued. I had my office, I had my in-laws, I had my family to take care of. It all looked little overwhelming, but then when I became mother of two kids, everything looked so beautiful. बचपन से मुझे इतना अच्छा लगता था बच्चों के साथ खेलना, and I had my own kids to play with, but actually I never got to play with them because काम ही इतना ज़्यादा था, it was so much responsibility to take care of. उनका खाने पीने का ध्यान रख लूँ, फैमिली का ध्यान रख लूँ, ऑफिस कर लूँ, वही बहुत था. खेलने का कहाँ टाइम था. I remember uh, I remember one day I went out to play with them, and all kids and mothers were playing, and I wanted to play, and suddenly I saw the watch. It was time, and like Cinderella, I went back, leaving everything there, playing, leaving them to. I just left them there playing, and I came back home to cook. And I remember that moment because deep in my heart, I wanted to be there, playing with them, but I was here cooking, and I felt very bad. But that is how I thought it is supposed to be. And not just that, I didn't even look at my own body. You know, I remember if there was an event at home or a celebration, I will be there serving everyone, making sure everyone is happy, served well, and no matter my body is paining, no matter I'm feeling dizzy, no matter I'm having periods, but सबकी सबको खुशी होनी चाहिए, and I will just put up a smile and make sure that everyone is served two desserts each. So that was my purpose, no matter रात को मुझे कैसा लग रहा है. So that is how it all went, and I thought ऐसा ही होता है, यही life है, मैं सही कर रही हूँ, I'm going right. That is how I felt. But something was not right. Inside, I was breaking. I felt exhausted, mentally, emotionally, and physically. Then one day, I called out to God and I said, what is happening? I am doing everything that I was taught is right to do. मैं वो सब कर रही हूँ, उससे ज़्यादा कर रही हूँ. Then why I am not at peace? Why am I burning out? If this is how life was supposed to be, why I am so exhausted? Why I am so suffocated? I wanted to go and run out in an open field, and just breathe some fresh air. But there was no escape. But I think God heard, like always. And a few days later, a retreat was announced by Venkat sir, and I was so happy. It felt like a dream come true. Then I can be there. But in the first moment itself, I rejected. In my mind, I closed it. I knew I cannot go. बच्चे हैं, responsibilities है, and I had cancelled so many plans by then that I had stopped making plans altogether. There would be 2-3 months in a row that I would not even step out of the house. It was like that. So I thought ये तो possible ही नहीं है. ऊपर से permission भी नहीं मिलेगा, तो definitely I'm not going. But that night I could not sleep. I was restless. Something in my heart was pulling, and I wanted to go. So that day I decided that I'll do something different. I'll ask, at least I'll try. And really, nothing really happened. All that I thought would happen, like a big movie scene, nothing happened. Everything was natural, everything fell into place. I went with my kids, and that retreat completely transformed my life. I wonder if I had not taken that decision, what would have happened today? So in that moment, and after a lot of things that I learned later, what I realized was that all those constraints, limitations, all those validations were not real. They were only a projection of my own mind. All along, I had been blaming everyone in my life for putting those constraints, for putting those validations around me. I used to blame कि उन्होंने मुझे ऐसे नहीं करने दिया, उनकी वजह से ऐसे हुआ. But I realized nobody is even looking at me. I was just out there with my own mind creating all those boundaries. Why? Why? Because I wanted to please them. And why I wanted to please them? Because I just wanted love and appreciation. But why I wanted that love and appreciation? Because I didn't love myself. I didn't have self-worth. I didn't know that choosing my needs and choosing myself is not a sin. It's essential. It's important. That's the first step. So when I read the book Inspire, Impact, Ignite, Leadership is a story, not a title, that made me realize that that was the leader within me. I could see that leader who had taken that decision, and I wanted to share this story with all of you today so that if there is anybody out there in you who is still seeking validations, who is still taking permissions, who is still putting yourself in constraints, know that all you need to do is just love yourself first and love yourself enough. That's all. Thank you.